In this video, we will discuss oscillatory motion. Now, I'll show you a few short video clips of examples of oscillatory motion, and I'd like you to look at the common thread that runs across them. Here's the first example, a pendulum swinging back and forth. This is an example of oscillatory motion. Another example is a child swinging up and down. Yet another example is when you place something on a weighing scales. The needle seems to go left and right like this. This is an example of oscillatory motion. Or when you pluck the strings of a guitar, the particles on the string start performing oscillatory motion. Now that we've looked at a few examples, let's analyze all these examples together. In all of the previous videos, you would have noticed that there's some kind of repetitive motion going on, right? This pendulum moves back and forth, right? And there's something similar with the swing also happening, right? Back and forth, right? And even with the needle of this weighing scales, there's a kind of back and forth motion that's happening, right? And similarly with the strings of the guitar, the particles on the string move back and forth. And that is one of the most basic things about oscillatory motion, that oscillatory motion is repetitive. Okay, is there anything else that you noticed in all of these cases? I'm sure you would have noticed that this repetitive motion is happening about some kind of central position. It's happening about some kind of central position like this, right? Let me explain what I'm trying to say. The ball moves towards the right of this position. It also moves towards the left of this position, right? And if you look carefully, actually, if it moves 2 centimeters towards the right, it will also move 2 centimeters towards the left, right? So it equally moves towards the right and towards the left of this central position. Similarly, with the swing, you would notice that there is some kind of central position here as well. So with the needle, you will notice a central position, right? And even with the strings of the guitar, there's a central position about which these particles of the string oscillate up and down. So that is the next important point. The movement about a central position. Okay. And there's a very special word for this central position. It is called the mean position. Let me show it to you. So in this example of the pendulum that swings back and forth, this is the central position and this is called the mean position. This is called the mean position. So we define oscillation as repetitive motion about a mean position. Okay, we're going to pick up one more term with regards to position. This is the mean position, and if this ball goes to this end and this is the last point on its motion towards the right, this position will be then called the extreme position. Extreme position. Similarly, if this point is the last point in the motion towards the left, this point will also be called the extreme position. Okay, so we've got extreme positions on either sides and the central or the mean position at the center.